Okay, guys, we had Marcus Morris say the team is just a bunch of individuals out there. They don't play for each other. They're not having fun. Remember that Kyrie Irving said he hasn't had fun playing basketball in years, and that this season was going to be the season he tried to have fun. And then we saw almost immediately he was no longer having fun, because even when the Celtics got off to a 5-2 start, Kyrie Irving was still not scoring more than like 16 points a game. And so he was already miserable, and he's been miserable all season, and you've noticed it. And he was miserable all last season, and he admitted that, but you just didn't notice that he was miserable all last season. So as this team breaks up eventually, whether it's just Kyrie leaving or whether it's other guys leaving a free agency like Morris and Terry Rozier, or if half the team is traded for Anthony Davis, you're going to see the people who have departed this team, or the people who are left if Kyrie leaves. You're going to hear more of what we all know, or we all should know, but we don't talk about. Now, just imagine if LeBron James had been injured and he skipped a Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. He wasn't even on the bench. Just imagine that. Now, just imagine if LeBron James had missed more games than that. Just imagine. It would be a national story. LeBron James can't even take a sip of wine on the bench without it being a national story, because he's got cameras on him at all time. But Kyrie Irving, he got away with not just missing Game 7. There he is right there on the bench in the corner, hiding out, because the Celtics are up 1-0 in Game 2. He manages to cheer for his teammate on the first bucket of the year. And it's all fake. Everything he's doing is fake, and I will tell you why. This is Game 2, guys. You think he just missed Game 7? You think he just missed Game 6 and Game 5? You think he just missed Game 7, Game 6, Game 5, and Game 4? You thought he just missed Game 7, Game 6, Game 5, Game 4, and Game 3? Even then you're wrong. Kyrie Irving here for this game. Okay, we're in the third quarter now. Celtics are down by 5. Celtics just went up down by 7. Okay, so Kyrie's happier now because they're winning. Oh, now we're down by 9 points. Kyrie couldn't be happier because he doesn't want us to win. I will show you proof that Kyrie doesn't want us to win. Not only did he miss Game 7, Game 6, Game 5, Game 4, and Game 3. Okay, but the Celtics mount this huge comeback in Game 2. Moving the ball, playing like a team, excited, playing for each other, laying it all on the line defensively. Here we go. Comeback complete. Celtics up 2. Aaron Baines. Boom. Celtics up 5. Celtics up 2. All right. A little further ahead. Celtics up 11. Kyrie Irving hanging on. See how he's edging towards the exit, guys? See how he's edging towards the exit? It's one step at a time. He doesn't want the Celtics to win. Oh, Jaylen Brown just put the Celtics up 11 points. He's still hanging on, barely hanging on. Kyrie Irving has no emotional investment in this team whatsoever. Kyrie's still there because it looks like the Cavs might make a comeback. Okay, Celtics up 10. Al Horford spin move. And 1. Celtics up 11. Celtics up 12. Al Horford. Nail in the coffin. Celtics up 15. Oh, hey, guys. Oh, shit. That was anticlimactic. Here's Al Horford. Puts the Celtics up 12. And then he hits the three-point shot. Three-point shot, nail in the coffin. And where is Kyrie, guys? Where is Kyrie? Celtics are up 14 points now because Al Horford hit that nail in the coffin with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Okay? 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. And Kyrie has left. Kyrie has already deserted the team. He walked away. He got in his car and he drove to his daddy's house. And in Game 3, Game 4, Game 5, Game 6, Game 7, this is Jabari Bird, who I believe was on a two-way contract. And since Kyrie had deserted the team already in Game 2, in Game 3, Jabari Bird got to sit on the edge of the bench in Cleveland, Game 4, etc. So not only was Gordon Hayward missing all of the Eastern Conference Finals except Game 7. But Kyrie Irving deserted the team in the middle of Game 2. He didn't support them in Game 3. He didn't support them in Game 4. Even when the Celtics came back to Boston, Kyrie did not support them. And they won that game. They go to Cleveland, Kyrie is not there to support them, and they come back to Boston for Game 7, and Kyrie is not there to support them. So even people who admit that Kyrie deserted the team, they only think that he deserted Game 7. And this is a protection racket. This is a public relations damage control operation that we're seeing here. How many Celtics media members know that Kyrie Irving actually walked away from the team in the middle of Game 2? How many know that he missed not just Game 7, but even Game 3 and Game 4 and Game 5 and Game 6? How many of them know that, but they just don't say it, and they just don't want to talk about it? And so everyone wanted to pretend that the Celtics were going to be better because they were adding Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving. Well, what kind of team identity was this team going to have by adding two guys who never even wanted the Celtics to win without them? How are you ever going to have teamwork and trust? How are the Celtics ever going to trust Kyrie again? Especially when Kyrie continued to say that they never did anything without him, that they're still super young and they don't know how to win, that they need Kyrie to lead the way and to chuck all the shots, and that those other guys just need to focus on defense and shut up and take the blame for every time the Celtics lose. How is this team ever going to have good chemistry, guys? And ultimately, all you Kyrie sexuals who claim that we can't win a title without Kyrie, you already knew we were not going to win a title this year. And that's why you were so comfortable with every other Celtic player besides Kyrie Irving being dangled in these Anthony Davis trades right in the middle of a season. If you really thought we were championship bound this year with Kyrie Irving, you would have said, maybe we shouldn't support all these trades of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and Al Horford and Marcus Smart or whatever package it is to be traded for Anthony Davis. Geez, maybe we should focus on this championship run this year. The fact is, you already knew that we were going nowhere this year with Kyrie Irving. You already knew it. And now you know exactly when Kyrie Irving deserted this team for good. Emotionally, he deserted the team for good in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, when it was clear to Kyrie that the Celtics were going up 2-0 and probably waltzing to the NBA Finals without Kyrie. Now, Kyrie wants to say that all of these guys don't have a championship mentality and only Kyrie Irving has a championship mentality. It's the exact opposite, guys. It's the exact opposite. Kyrie and Gordon Hayward are the ones who don't have a championship mentality. And then you add those two and you think they're going to make a team better rather than just suck all the life out of it. What you're looking at this year is a team with all the energy, all the enthusiasm, all the togetherness, all the chemistry, sucked. All the joy of the game sucked out of it completely by Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. You say this team can't win a title without Kyrie Irving? Well, we can't win a title with $20 million wasted on a player like Kyrie Irving. And obviously this year with the East a little better, you can't have a $30 million in Gordon Hayward, $30 million player playing like a $5 million player. But Kyrie Irving gets a huge part of the blame as well. Kyrie Irving made no effort to just fit in with what was already a contender of a team without him, to say, how can I enhance what they were already doing? Not how can I downplay everything they did? Not how can I dismiss everything they ever did? Not how can I disrupt all the chemistry that they had while I play iso ball, while I completely slow it down offensively and dribble around for 15 seconds and make sure that nobody else gets into a shooting rhythm and make sure that everybody else is dissatisfied, while I get as many shots and as many points and as many stats and as much credit as I can, while throwing the blame at all my teammates for every single loss. There's two guys who don't have championship mentality, and that's Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. And Kyrie Irving is the number one problem. And now you know exactly when he deserted the team. He deserted them exactly when it looked like we were on our way to giving the Warriors a serious run for their money in the NBA Finals, after having split with the Warriors in the regular season, beating the Warriors when Kyrie Irving only had 16 points and mostly stayed out of the way. That's the team that you guys turned your back on, and that's the team that you wanted to blow up this year and trade it all for Anthony Davis. Anyway, guys, the fact is most Celtics fans just want to see the Celtics turn into the Knicks or the Lakers. To be a gimmicky, star-heavy, diva-heavy, toxic atmosphere, owned by losers, run by losers, and starred by losers, while you blame the next generation of mid-level players. While Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving play 60 games a year and blame all their teammates for every single loss. And while the Celtics lose in the first or second round with Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis leading the way. You want to trade all these guys because they don't like Kyrie? You really think the next batch of players is going to like Kyrie? You really think the chemistry is going to get better with a guy like Kyrie Irving? Anyway, guys, now you know when Kyrie Irving left the team. It was right in the middle of Game 2. It wasn't Game 7. It wasn't Game 6. It wasn't Game 5. It wasn't Game 4. It wasn't Game 3. It was Game 2. Peace.